Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Washington State Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Arizona head coach told me pregame his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will get first crack at it here. And let's get a look now at Tony Freeman. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see.
Snags it, and he's open. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Left side is Clemens. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third down play from the gun. Look out! That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Arizona's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get our first look at Noah Fifita. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. Out wide left, it's Jordan. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Wildcats have a lot of options on second and inches. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Fifita. Out wide right, it's Craig. At midfield, he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed.
Makes the grab and room to run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. In the backfield, it's Roberts. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. That one just came off his hand badly.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Right side, it's Craig. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Pushes for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Arizona! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Long way to go on 2nd down. Finding space. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll run it on the counter. Bring him down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Rush right in his face. That one's not even close. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. third down, they need 12. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Rides to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Sets his feet. It's Fafita. They're all over it. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Arizona in a hurry. Drops back on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craig. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
Out wide right, it's Richardson. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires into the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Fifita. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Craig. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Arizona right back to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Extending the play. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Fifita. He lets one fly deep. Brings it in down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Arizona in a hurry. second down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grab behind the line. It's Craig. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff from the gun. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 5 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Michigan State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Pullman. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He gets across the... to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with Arizona's head coach at halftime. They are very aware that from a play calling standpoint, they are not getting the ball to the best running back in the country. You know that he is in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy, but he has not gotten enough touches here in the first half. So coaches have looked at their script, made some adjustments, and I expect a heavy dose of this running back here to start the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll run the screen. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rush is on, and they got him.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but one. Way to get the football back.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gives it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Washington State will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going back to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and long here. Quick give. Quick spin on the run. Smashes him with the stiff arm. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Working the ground game. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Racing to the right. The 30. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Follows his blocks. It's Voorhees. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Offense now working in the red zone. From the gun, it's Voorhees. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Moves the pocket. It's Duggar. Look out! And his first throw here is incomplete.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone is on infraction. Defense. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Could be an alley. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Play number 10 on this series. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They were all over it. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's in! Touchdown, Wazoo! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going over the top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, he has to have it. He's going to take off. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Voorhees. Sweet cut there. He's got the 1st down. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Let's see what they've got on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeps it himself. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.